Juliana Pasquarosa reveals what got her through The Bachelor. April 23, 2025. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor Final Rose winner Juliana Pasquarosa is loving her new life with Grant Ellis. The two have been traveling a lot and making plans for the future. This week, she stopped by a radio show in Boston for a quick interview. During her chat, she reveals what got her through the tough days while filming The Bachelor. What did she share? Keep reading to find out more. Juliana Pasquarosa shares special thing that helped her during The Bachelor. Juliana Pasquarosa walked away from The Bachelor with Grant Ellis' final rose, but not without some rough patches. Contestants have previously shared that things can get hard while filming. They have no contact with the outside world. They are watching the man they are dating also date 24 other women. Needless to say, things can get intense at times. Juliana was no different. She too had moments where things were hard while filming. What did she have that helped her through those rough spots? She appeared on a radio show in Boston this week, where she talked about this very thing. Juliana said that before she left for Los Angeles, she had her friends and family write her encouraging letters. She shared that she read those letters almost every single day to help her. Juliana went on to say that she is very thankful she has a loving support system at home. She knows they will always be there for her. Plus, Juliana said having these close relationships also helped on Monday nights when they would watch the show. It would be a girls' night most of the time. However, sometimes the men would tag along. Other interesting questions Jules was asked. During Juliana Pasquarosa's interview, a teenage boy who has been a die-hard fan of The Bachelor since a young age had a question for her. He asked Juliana what Grant Ellis' breath smelled like. Was it bad, or was it a good kiss? She laughed at his question, and his breath was fine, and it was a great kiss. Juliana pointed out that the crew does a great job of keeping mints handy while filming. During their chat, Juliana also confirmed once again that Grant Ellis is moving to Boston. They do not have a place yet, but they do have a realtor helping them out. She went on to share that they are not sure when the big move will take place. They are traveling a lot over the next few months and do not want to pay for a place they won't be living in yet. Grant will be making his move from Houston, Texas, to the Boston area. Juliana said she currently lives outside of town, and it's great. However, she would like to live in the city if they can, but either way is fine with her. What do you think about Juliana having her family and close friends write letters for her to take while filming The Bachelor? When do you think Grant will make the big move to Boston? Stay tuned for more updates on all your Bachelor Nation Juliana Pasquarosa stepped out of the limo on The Bachelor. She was not just a contestant, she was a force to be reckoned with. With a smile that could light up a room and a personality that oozed confidence, it was clear that Juliana wasn't just there to compete. She was there to win. But behind that polished exterior, Juliana faced battles that no one could have predicted. The Bachelor may have been a dream come true for many, but for Juliana, it was also a test of strength, patience, and emotional resilience. As the competition heated up, Juliana found herself in the middle of love triangles, drama-filled rose ceremonies, and heart-stopping moments. With the stakes higher than ever, the question on everyone's mind was, how did Juliana manage to stay so composed in the face of adversity? Well, folks, Juliana is finally revealing the truth about how she kept her cool on The Bachelor, and it might just surprise you. The secret to staying strong amid the chaos. It's no secret that The Bachelor can be one of the most emotionally draining experiences imaginable. The constant pressure to stand out, the emotional roller coaster of competing for love, and the ever-watchful eyes of the public are just a few of the hurdles contestants face. For Juliana, there was a particular moment that almost broke her, but it was also the turning point that strengthened her resolve. In an exclusive interview, Juliana opened up about the pivotal moment during filming when she felt her world crumbling. I remember one of the early group dates where it felt like the other women were gauging up on me, she shared. It was so intense, and I felt like I was losing my footing. I wasn't just competing for Grant's heart, I was fighting to be seen, to be heard. That was the moment I realized I had to stop thinking about what everyone else was doing and focus on my own journey. This realization became Juliana's anchor throughout the rest of the season. I realized that I couldn't let the drama or the competition consume me, she revealed. I had to stay true to myself. What got me through those moments was knowing that if I didn't focus on me, I wouldn't make it to the end. The power of self-belief. Juliana's unwavering belief in herself was one of the qualities that set her apart from the other contestants. While many were fixated on Grant's affections, Juliana took a different approach. It wasn't about being the best at everything or getting the most attention. It was about being real and connecting with him on a level that felt authentic, she explained. Grant could see that, and I knew that was more important than any drama or competition. Her approach wasn't just about keeping things light and breezy. Juliana was fierce in her commitment to being her best self, both for herself and for Grant. I worked on my mental health, my mindset, and my strength every single day, Juliana confessed. Meditation, journaling, and therapy were essential. It wasn't just about love, it was about healing and being whole. Behind the glamour, the hidden struggles. While the cameras showed Juliana as confident and composed, the behind-the-scenes reality was far from perfect. The toll of competing for Grant's heart wasn't just emotional, it was physical. There were days when I just couldn't handle it, she admitted. The isolation, the stress, the constant pressure to be perfect, it all started to wear me down. But in those low moments, Juliana found her strength in the people who had supported her before the show. My family and friends were my lifeline. They reminded me why I was doing this. They believed in me more than anyone else could. That was my true anchor, Juliana shared. But it wasn't just her support system that kept her grounded. Juliana revealed that her true turning point came when she stopped pretending to be perfect. Once I embraced my flaws, once I stopped worrying about how I looked or how I was being perceived, everything shifted. I became stronger, more confident in my vulnerability, and that made all the difference. The game changer, her unbreakable bond with Grant Ellis. It wasn't just the mental fortitude that helped Juliana survive The Bachelor. It was also her undeniable chemistry with Grant Ellis. Despite the odds and the constant challenges, Juliana and Grant formed a bond that made them one of the most talked-about couples in The Bachelor history. There was a moment during one of our private conversations that made me realize we were on the same page, Juliana recalled. Grant opened up to me about his fears and insecurities. That's when I knew that it wasn't just about a competition for him. It was about finding real love. Their connection deepened in a way that no one could have predicted. We didn't always agree, and we didn't always have the perfect moments. But our connection was real, Juliana confessed. And that's what carried me through the hardest days of filming. Knowing that I was in a place where I could just be myself with him made all the difference. The drama that almost derailed her journey. As with any Bachelor season, drama was inevitable, but Juliana's experience was unique. There were moments when she felt like her own journey was at risk of being derailed by the people around her. There were definitely moments when I thought, "Is this worth it?" she admitted. I had to remind myself why I was there, for love, for the chance at something real. One of the most pivotal moments was when Juliana found herself at odds with Licia Guerre, one of the other frontrunners in Grant's journey. Licia and I had a few disagreements, but I never let it affect my game, Juliana shared. I knew that the only person I had to focus on was Grant. All the petty drama didn't matter. Despite the tensions and the relentless gossip, Juliana remained focused on what truly mattered. It's easy to get caught up in the drama, but the real prize is finding love, she reflected. And that's exactly what I set out to do. What's next for Juliana Pasquarosa? Now that The Bachelor is over, Fans are eager to know what's next for Juliana. With a strong following and a newfound sense of self, Juliana is ready to take on the world. This experience has changed me in ways I never imagined, she confessed. I've learned to trust myself more, to go after what I want, and to never let fear hold me back. As for her future with Grant Ellis, while the couple has been relatively private post-show, it's clear that they have something real. We're taking things one step at a time, but I have no doubts about what we have, Juliana said with a smile. The journey may have been crazy, but I wouldn't change a thing. In the end, Juliana Pasquarosa's journey on The Bachelor wasn't just about finding love. It was about discovering the strength and resilience within herself to face the toughest challenges. And in the process, she became an inspiration to viewers everywhere, showing that sometimes the greatest love story is the one you have with yourself.